What up, wonderful people of the internet? I hope you're having a wonderful day and I hope you're ready. Why? Well, because today we're doing a microphone unboxing. That USB condenser mic is the HyperX Quadcast S. One of, if not the best mics out there that are absolutely perfect for both YouTube and streaming. Two of the things that we, the Variety Boys, are doing right now. Without further ado, come on and let's review the microphone right now. Start off, we of course first want to know about the microphone's price, which sits at $159.99. Luckily, I got mine at $127.99 early last month since it was one of the items that were on sale. Next, we'll be taking a quick look at the contents of the box.
What's in the box?
The box contains three main parts: the mount adapter, the 3-meter long USB cable, and of course the Quadcast S itself. With the price and box contents covered, let's take a closer look at the HyperX Quadcast S. The HyperX Quadcast S has 5 unique features: the tap-to-mute sensor located on top of the microphone, the gain control knob located on the bottom of the microphone, the polar pattern knob located behind the microphone, the headphone jack and USB-C port that are also located behind the microphone below the polar pattern knob. The tap-to-mute sensor works with a very light tap. Anything harder than that may end up damaging your sensor or worse, your microphone. A helpful visual indicator to know whether or not your mic is muted is by looking at the mic's RGB. When it's off, you're muted, and when it's on, you're unmuted. The gain control knob is easily found at the bottom thanks to a visual indication of its own. The dots represent the mic's gain level. It tells you whether or not your gain is too low, too high, or just about right. Behind the mic you'll find the polar pattern knob that can switch between 4 different patterns, which we'll discuss further later on. Below the polar pattern knob are the headphone jack and the USB-C port. You can monitor and listen to how your mic sounds by plugging your headphone into the jack. Finally, plug your USB cable into the USB-C port to be able to use the microphone. Aside from the 5 unique features we discussed, the Quadcast S also has 2 more components that help to improve its sound quality: the internal pop filter and the shock mount. The internal pop filter reduces those pesky popping sounds, or better known as plosives. Plosives are blasts of air that are produced by certain letters like B, P, or T. It also does a decent job at making sure that these plosives don't ruin a good recording. The shock mount suspends the microphone in order to make sure that the mic doesn't pick up every unnecessary sound around. These sounds can range from simply tapping on the table to handling a mic boom. The Quadcast S picks up almost every sound around it, so this definitely helps in removing noises you don't want to be heard in your recording. So, we've already talked about a lot of features on the mic, especially its tap-to-mute sensor on top of the mic, which you can see right here. I'm actually here to sing the internet's favorite song, which is Never Gonna Give You Up. It's chorus by Rick Astley. So that was my rendition, or my try at the song Never Gonna Give You Up. And the reason why I did that was to prove to you just how useful the tap-to-mute sensor is, and also to avoid copyright. Now that we've covered the microphone's features, let's head on over to the HyperX Ingenuity software. This software is the biggest difference between the HyperX Quadcast and the HyperX Quadcast S, as it's only available for the Quadcast S. The Ingenuity software offers customizability for the Quadcast S in terms of both audio and lights. Down here you can adjust the level of the mic volume, mic monitoring, and headphone volume. Something that stands out here is mic monitoring. Mic monitoring determines the microphone's volume for when you plug your headphone directly into the mic. Right next to them is the polar pattern. This is directly controlled by the polar pattern knob behind the microphone, which means that we can change the polar pattern right here in the software. The polar pattern consists of 4 patterns: stereo, omnidirectional, cardioid, and bidirectional. Stereo is perfect for recording songs with multiple instruments. You can hear sounds coming from both the left ear and the right ear individually. Omnidirectional is best suited for large room events, like conference calls. Bidirectional is used for interviews, wherein which the Quadcast S will need to pick up sound behind it and in front of it. Finally, cardioid. Cardioid is the option that will suit me perfectly for most situations. It's used when there's only one speaker that the microphone needs to keep track of. This is perfect for whenever I stream or do voiceovers like this. The lights portion of the Ingenuity software is Cloud9 for people who has a thing for aesthetics through RGB. Here you can add about 5 effects that Ingenuity has ready for you. After clicking your desired effect, simply click Add right here. You'll then see your chosen effect on the lower left side here. Each effect can be customized with your own set of colors, like I said, Cloud9. Here on the target, you can choose between all lights or selection. In the color section, you can choose which colors from the bar you want to see on your mic. The color wheel allows for more specific colors that will surely fit your style. Important to note, however, the color bar won't show up for different effects. Keep that in mind when choosing your own effect. Lastly, the speed section. Here you can adjust how fast the colors can change throughout the effect. Like the color section, this section may change when it comes to other effects. To wrap this all up, here's my take on a Quadcast S overall. Quadcast S is an easy-to-use, beginner-friendly microphone that has the necessary tools needed to bring out its full potential. That being said, it offers great functionality without sacrificing much of its beauty. It has a distinctive design that is quite charming. Its honeycomb exterior planted on the RGB is a huge contributor to that statement. However, if your environment has a lot of noises going around, the mic's biggest strength may end up being its biggest weakness, since it does a great job at picking up every sound there is. If you're a novice like me, the shock mount and internal pop filter are great additions to the mic that will help ease you into learning what you need to know about how to manage microphones overall. If you're starting out or making a name for yourself out there already, this mic will be a great addition to your setup, especially if you fancy an RGB microphone with fantastic sound quality. That is it for today's microphone unboxing of the HyperX Quadcast S. This bad boy right here. And if you, ladies and gents, enjoyed the video, leave a like. Well, leave a like. And if you have any feedbacks or suggestions, drop them down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content that we have in store for all of you guys. I'll be seeing you guys around.